Hi, good afternoon. Guess what? It's raining. I've been trying to take photographs all week of Sue's shawls, you know, to go on my Etsy page. But it's been so dull and dreary and horrible, and I hope you can see me because I've just got this light on and not the rest of the house lights on. Anyway, what have I been doing? Well, I don't know whether you can see or not. I've knocked a couple of squares on the floor, but I'm arranging squares. Those are going to be the sleeves. Did I say I might make another one when I finish this one? Well, just shoot me now because I'm not. I've got as far as sewing the fronts together, well, crocheting the fronts together I should say. That's one front, and there are so many ends, it's untrue. This is the other front. As you can see, it's going to be a little bit on the small side, but there's got to be a piece triangle let in between the front and the back. So I'm going to put the triangle in and then continue a strip all the way up to the armhole so that I get a bit more room. I've got wide arms, as you can see by this jacket I've got. They might get it right for the bust size for me, but they don't seem to realise that I've got chubby arms. Oh well. And this will be the back, whichever way up it is, I haven't decided yet. But this is the back. As you can see, it looks a little bit narrow, but when it's all blocked out, it might still fit without putting too much on the sides. Even though it's granny squares, as you can see, there's a lot of tail still to sew in, even though it's not got like 12 tails to every... Well, I've lost two, I haven't lost them, on the floor here. Two more squares. They're all going to finish up on the floor in a minute. Stay. Don't move, stay. One word from me and it does as it likes. What have I been doing? Well, if you've been following me on YouTube, you'll have discovered that I lost a crown. Don't know where it went. Probably ate it. Didn't feel it. Didn't feel myself swallowing it, so... My son, of course, said, wait while nature takes its course, then you can give it back to the dentist. I said, no thank you. No matter how much it costs, I want a nice, clean, fresh, hygienic tooth back in my mouth. That's if I can get one put in my mouth. They might just take the roots out. And I'll have another, because I've got a big gap on this side now, because they couldn't replace the crown that broke on that side. And I've got a feeling that they're not going to be able to do anything much about this one. So I'm going to have nowhere to chew. Might stop me from eating so much, mightn't it? Well, I had a real surprise this morning. I got a package, and it was from the lovely Juanita. She's called Shespins on YouTube. She does spinning and things like that. She also crochets and she knits, and I was really surprised because I wasn't expecting it and she hadn't dropped any hints. But she does like to do what she calls random acts of kindness. This is one of your random acts of kindness. Thank you very much, Juanita. She sent me, knowing me well, a lovely necklace. Can you see it? Lovely. She knows I like big necklaces, which I do. Statement necklaces, I think they call them. I love statement necklaces. The bigger the better. I was bidding on one on YouTube the other day, but it went to some silly price and I thought, no, I don't like it that much. And also in my package was this beautiful skein of yarn. Now I'm not sure whether she's spun it herself or she's put on it Shespins. It's 3-ply, it's Lorna's laces, 389 yards. So I'm not sure whether she bought the fleece, you know, and spun it, the bats, whatever they call them. I can tell I'm not a spinner, can't you? Or whether it's one that, but it looks a bit like one that she's done because she puts like lots of little ties on it, you know, to keep it straight. Oops. Oh gosh, that's my hair, not Gigi's, by the way. It's not as nice as it looked when it first arrived because she had it all nicely wound over, and of course I had to open it, didn't I? You know, curiosity killed the cat and all that jazz, yes, I had to open it. But, so I hope you can see the colours, they're just my colours, they're so lovely. They remind me a little bit of heather. You know, Scottish heather, if anybody's been to Scotland. There's got heather in it, and it's got purples in it, and aubergines, pinks, even got greens in it, which is just like the heather in Scotland if you've ever been fortunate enough to go to Scotland. I've been to Scotland several times, but if I usually see Scotland in the rain. I think I've mentioned that before. Every time I put my nose over the border, it rains. But what else have I got? Oh, I've got myself another jacket. Yeah, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't bidding on velvet, would it? So that's the one. It's purple and black. Oops. I haven't tried it on, so I'm just hoping it's not got the tight sleeves, although they do look a bit wider. But it's lovely, isn't it? Purple and black. So nice, so nice. I've got a lovely red velvet cardigan as well, and it was really, really cheap, and it said on there was some missing buttons, and they might as well said they were all missing because there was only about 3 buttons on it, and it was a buttoned up. And it's such a shame because the buttons that are left are so pretty, and I know that I won't be able to get the same. Oh well, never mind, because I need 9, so when I get into my garage, the family didn't come on Sunday to get the rest of the stuff. I had a feeling that they wouldn't because the tip, the dump, or whatever you want to call it, doesn't open long on a Sunday. It closes quite early, so if they had a late night and got up late, there wouldn't have been much time to dismantle a wardrobe and a bed and take it there, would there? Apparently they've got a section at the tip and the dump where you can put things in for a place called Mustard Tree, and that helps people who've been either homeless or things have happened to them, they've lost their houses and that, and they've got no furniture. So they put things together and revamp them. If they're sofas and that, they recover them and things, everything they do, so that people will have like a starter home. So I'm sure that they'll appreciate the bed, even though Arian didn't like it, he said it was uncomfy. An uncomfy bed is probably better than the pavement, isn't it, you know. We're not donating the mattress, of course. The mattress is going because it's been used, hasn't it? So you don't like donating used items like that. Well, we don't anyway. So what's been going on? Not a lot, really. I phoned up the GP and I've got an appointment with a GP I've never heard of before, so that should be good, shouldn't it? I think all the GPs that I had in the past have all left one by one. There's only one left that I'm not keen on, you know, because every time I go he sort of poo-poos me and just pushes me on one side, and I thought, I'm not seeing him anymore. He just depresses me. So I've got an appointment, but not until next week. I've got the dentist tomorrow to see what they can do with his tooth. I've got a horrible feeling it'll just be pull the roots out. But, I mean, it's not painful, because I think it was a crown. I'm almost certain it was a crown, but I'm not sure. It looks like tooth underneath. But it's broken off right at the gum line anyway. It's annoying me now because I keep playing with it with my tongue, you know, you do. Get blips on your tongue. There was a lot I was going to tell you and I really can't remember. Oh, I did get 2 vintage books from Juanita, which I've not brought with me. It wouldn't be me, would it, that I didn't forget something. Gigi's sleeping on the chair. He didn't come yesterday, but I didn't realise he wasn't coming until quite late. Otherwise I could have done a lot more. I was waiting and waiting for him to turn up, and of course he didn't turn up. So eventually I sent a message saying, is Gigi not coming today? And they went, oh no, oops, sorry, did we forget to tell you? Could have stayed in bed. Had another turnover and another half hour. And I've got to pin all these together and crochet them together. And then it'll be sewing the never-ending ends in, doing the edging, sewing buttons on. I've only got one button to sew on that multicoloured cardigan and I still haven't done it. I actually went as far as finding the button, but I wasn't really that keen on the button I found. Sure, I must have some nicer ones in the garage. But. So no news on the craft room as yet, because of course we can't get the carpenter to come and give us a quote, well, give me a quote, until the room is empty. And the room's far from being empty. And I can't clean my clothes out. I'm just like stuck in the middle of the limbo. I can't do much of anything because I'm just stuck. I suppose I could tidy up the front room here. Get rid of some things out of here. But we'll see how we go. See how we go. I usually have such a lot to tell you, but I don't really today. I've been trying to catch up on videos and watching a few people that I've missed, and I'm still not caught up. I think I'm still about 1926, but I'll get around to it eventually. I will, honestly. And I've got a few emails I haven't replied to yet, and that I always waking up with such good intentions, and then I've been getting so little sleep recently that I start off watching a video or whatever while I'm having my breakfast, and the next thing is I've gone to sleep. We still haven't resolved that problem as to whether or not I have narcolepsy or not, because I'm not due to see him for ages anyway. So I'll just carry on going to sleep, which is infuriating when you're in the middle of watching something. I mark my programmes because I'm thinking, yay, the family's not here. I can mark all the programmes I want to watch, so I can watch them all. And then what do? Watch about 3/4 of them and fall asleep. Wake up when the titles are going past. So then I think, oh, well, I'll go on the other side and I'll watch it, because sometimes we have a +1. Get to the same place again and go to sleep again. So I've watched like 2 hours of a programme that's only supposed to be an hour and fallen asleep for the last 1/4 of an hour of each of them. Maybe one day I'll get to watch them. Yeah, they should print the ending at the bottom of the screen like subtitles. For those of you who fell asleep, these are the subtitles of what you have missed. I mustn't be the only one. My ex-husband used to fall asleep to everything. He'd be watching football or something and he'd fall asleep, and I think, oh great, turn it over. As soon as I turned it over, he'd go, oh yeah, I was watching that. And I thought, you've been snoring for about the last hour, so you have not been watching that. My son's the same. My son's only got to turn the TV on, sit in this chair, and he's gone to sleep. So, I don't know how he's doing at the moment because they haven't got the new sofa yet, so he's on the conservatory sofa, which is just like a everyday type conservatory sofa. It's not a big comfy sofa that you can spread out on. So maybe he's actually staying awake longer. Yeah, I've not heard from him Saturday, so I presume, since Saturday I should say, I presume he'll turn up when he's ready to dismantle the wardrobe. I find it's no use just asking him when he's doing anything, because you just don't get a proper answer. He'll just say, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. Because I know he's got a lot of jobs to do at home yet, so he's probably concentrating on finishing that off before they come and finish mine off. But I'm really getting a little bit impatient now. I want to so much to get my craft room. So looking forward to it. Everything being in its rightful place. It's going to be so nice. Oh dear. I don't know whether you can see me now or not. It's going darker and darker outside, and it's raining again. Thankfully I've got my dinner. Well, I've actually got my dinner for the next 2 days because I made a sausage casserole. Sausage, onions and tomatoes, if you want to know. But the pack of sausages, I must have got a bigger packet of sausages than normal, so instead of doing me 2 days, it's going to do me 3. But luckily I don't mind eating the same thing 3 days on the run. Because I'm lazy, you see, and I don't like cooking. So if I cook anything that spreads around 3 days, I'm like, yay! Doesn't get as far as the freezer, it just stays in the fridge and I eat it. If it goes in the freezer, it goes in to die because I forget all about it. And then when I find it about a month later, I think, oh, I don't fancy that anymore. And I just throw it away. So I'm better off if I leave it in the fridge and eat it 3 days on the run, because then at least I know how old it is and how long it's been in there. Oh yeah, I've written the dates on with a Sharpie pen when I've put things in the freezer. But I still look at it and think, it doesn't look very appetising when it's frozen, does it? I must go in the freezer though, because I've actually got some fish I got from Berry Market a couple of months back, and some chicken that I got from there a couple of months back. But I forget to take it out. Forget to take it out and defrost it. People say, oh, you can defrost it in the microwave, but I won't. I just like it to thaw on its own naturally, you know. So now I've remembered I should take something out, but I don't need anything for tomorrow's dinner, do I? So it's tomorrow I must remember to take something out. But I probably won't because I'm going to the dentist. Yeah, I don't know whether Sue's coming or not because I forgot to tell her I'm going to the dentist tomorrow, so could be a bit tricky if she turns up. I'm not going till 3:10, but it takes me half an hour to scoot there, especially in the rain. The scooter man's not been in touch with me so far about getting a new scooter yet, but he did say he would come on a nice day. We are still waiting for the nice day. It's done nothing but rain. We had one nice day. I think it was Saturday. Was it a nice day? Yeah, I went out with my niece, didn't I? Yeah, so it wasn't raining Saturday. I think it rained later on. Oh, you people who live in those wonderful cities and states that don't see rain. You don't know how lucky you are. Oh, it's rain, rain and more rain. I don't remember it raining so much when I was a kid. I honestly don't. I remember long, hot, sunny days, unless it's been memory playing tricks with me. You know, playing out with my friends and playing in the backyard, as we used to call it. You have yards, we used to have backyards that were like dirt, or if you were posh you had some flags or a bit of tarmac or something. But mostly they were just compressed dirt. We used to play out, and I can remember many, many days of playing out. I do remember thunderstorms because I remember sitting on the back steps with my dad because I was terrified, absolutely terrified. And he used to sit me on the back steps and try to say, let's look at the rain, and you know, this is this happening, this is that happening, and I still didn't believe him because I was like, I don't like it. He did try very hard to get me to accept thunderstorms, but no, still don't like them. I'm still like, ah, every time it thunders and lightens, I want to go and hide in a cupboard or something. So good job I was born just after the war, and I'd never done with the bombs, would I? Still, my brother used to remember the bits of the war. He remembered going in the air raid shelters with my mum. My aunties and that, they used to go in the air raid shelters and stay, sometimes overnight, until the all clear sounded. He remembered that, even though he would be about 5, 6, 7 when he remembered it. But I was born just at the end of the war. I think, is it D-Day or VE Day? I never know which one is the actual end of the war. But I think I was born just after that. I was just born into the rationing, you know. My mother always blamed herself for my eczema and my terrible skin, saying that, you know, when she was pregnant she couldn't eat what she was supposed to eat as a pregnant lady, you know, like fresh fruit and fresh everything, because there just wasn't any. You know. According to my mum, I should have been born with rickets and that because there was nothing to be had, you know. Maybe that's where I get all my arthritis from, although I do think that's hereditary. I'm sure you'll all put me right with that, whether you... But It's life, isn't it? And we just get on with it. So I'm going to go now. Not a very long video, is it? But never mind. It's better than nothing, isn't it? I've got no yarn to show you. Nothing new to show you. Hopefully, maybe by my next video. Unless it's tomorrow, of course, because it won't be finished by then. I'll have finished my dreaded granny square jacket. I know now why I've not made one for such a long time. So if you're thinking that one's going to appear on my Etsy anytime soon, it's not. It's not anytime soon going to appear on there. I don't mind doing the granny squares, it's the other bits, the sewing it together, and oh, it drives me crazy. I can do the squares quite quickly. And they all seem to turn out the same size, so I'm pretty lucky that way with my tension. But putting them together is just a nightmare. A nightmare. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on. I don't know whether people have heard that term or not, because I do get a few queries about that. Waffling means when you're talking for the sake of talking and you're not making any sense. According to that, then, I should be waffling the whole time, really, because I never make any sense. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, I must send Sue a message saying if you're coming tomorrow, you'll have to come early because I'm going out. But I will charge the camera up just in case. So I hope you're having a great day, great evening, great whenever you're watching this. And may you not have any frogging to do. I hate that word. I hate that word, frogging. I say unravel, unpick, undo. I really do not like the frogging. There's certain words I don't like. One of them is frogging. But so anyway, I'm going. I'm waffling. So I'm going to go now. When I get to the camera, that is, to turn it on. So Janet is waving goodbye, 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 bye. Lost my voice then. Bye bye.